Und nun kommt der Mann mit seiner Gruppe, der zum ersten Mal in Deutschland ist und auf den ihr alle auch schon wartet. Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys.
The Bluegrass Boys are glad to be here with you in Germany, and this is the first time that we've ever had a chance to play to people like you folks that's here today, and it's really a pleasure. I'd like to introduce the group now before we go any further. And on the left-hand side with the guitar from the state of North Carolina, we have a good musician, a wonderful singer. His name is Ralph Lewis. Give him a hand if you don't mind, please. Thank you. And the gentleman with the bass fiddle, he is from North Carolina, and he's a fine musician. His name is Randy Davis. Make Randy welcome. And with the five-string banjo from the state of Iowa, we have a fine banjo man, Bob Blank. Make Bob welcome. Thank you, thank you. And on the right-hand side with the little fiddle from the state of Kentucky, the greatest fiddler in bluegrass music, Kenny Baker. Make him welcome. Thank you very much. I hope that you'll enjoy the Bluegrass Boys, and we're ready to go now. We're going to call on Ralph Lewis, and the song he's picked out is entitled A Roustabout.
The fog is rolling down the river, dark clouds hanging mighty low. It's a long, long way from the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, I make my home on the Mississippi. I'm a roustabout on a steamboat line. We hit the deck on a Monday morning, but we make the dock on Saturday night. Now I had me a girl way up in Vicksburg, used to tap my hand every time she passed, till she ran off with a riverboat gambler with a black silk suit and a little mustache. Well, I make my home on the Mississippi. I'm a roustabout on the steamboat line. We hit the deck on a Monday morning, but we make the dock on Saturday night. Now when I die, there's just one favor. Please don't bury me in the cold, cold ground. Just take me out in the middle of the river. Just roll me over and head me south. Well, I make my home on the Mississippi. I'm a roustabout on the steamboat line. We hit the deck on a Monday morning, but we make the dock on Saturday night. We'll make the dock on Saturday night.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the nice hand there for Ralph Lewis. And we're going to call on Ralph just a little bit later on. And right now, we're going to move along, and Bob Black is going to play a banjo number for you entitled The Bluegrass Breakdown. I'd like to sing a couple of songs for you now. And I'd like to do a number that I started with back in the early days of bluegrass music, and it's entitled The Muleskinner Blues. Good morning, child. Do you need another muleskinner? Hat on your new mudline. You're the lady. Working on the railroad, a darling ain't for day, hi, hi. My little woman in town every Saturday night to draw my little pay. You're the lady, oh the lady. Water boy, won't you bring that water around? If you don't like a job, set your water bucket down. You're the lady. Thank you for the nice hand. Now I would like to sing a song for you, and it's entitled, I Traced a Little Footprints in the Snow. Like the summertime, and they can walk about, strolling through the meadow green, it's pleasant, there's no doubt. But give me the wintertime when the snow's on the ground, for I found her when the snow laid on the ground. I traced a little footprints in the snow. I found little footprints in the snow, Lord. I blessed that happy day that Nellie lost her way, for I found her when the snow laid on the ground. I dropped in to see her, there was a big round moon. Her mother said she just stepped out, but it be returning soon. I found her little footprints, and I traced them through the snow, and I found her when the snow laid on the ground. I traced her little footprints in the snow. I found her footprints in the snow, Lord. I blessed that happy day that Nellie lost her way, for I found her when the snow laid on the ground. Now she's up in heaven, she's with the angel band. I know I'm going to meet her in that promised land. But every time the snow falls, it brings back memory. For I found her when the snow laid on the ground. I traced her little footprints in the snow. I found her little footprints in the snow, Lord. I blessed had a happy day, nearly lost her way. For I found her when the snow laid on the ground. Thank you for the nice hand. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. I'd like to play one on the mandolin for you now, and it's entitled Kentucky Mandolin. Thank you. Thank you very much. That brings in the Bluegrass Quartet. Now, we want to sing a gospel song for you here today. That brings in Ralph, Randy, Bob, and myself. And this number's entitled, I'm a-Working on a Building.
If I was a gambler, I'd tell you what I would do. I'd quit my gambling and I'd work on the building too.
I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building, it's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my
was a drunkard, I tell you what I would do. I'd quit my drinking and I'd work on the building too.
I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord.
If I was a preacher, I'd tell you what I would do. I'd keep on preaching and I'd work on the building too.
I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. For my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my
Thank you very much. We're going to do one more gospel song for you, and one of our albums is entitled after this song here. It's entitled The Road of Life. As we travel down life's pathway, many road signs you will see. The destination of our journey is a home that's waiting you and me.
The road of life is rough and rocky as we travel day by day. But if we live our life for Jesus, we'll walk the streets of gold someday.
God is above and all around us. He knows each thing we say or do. We're all His children and He loves you. Let's live for Him and love Him too.
The road of life is rough and rocky as we travel day by day. But if we live our life for Jesus, we'll walk the streets of gold someday. As we travel day by day. But if we live our life for Jesus, we'll walk the streets of gold someday.
I hope you enjoyed the two gospel songs. It's time now that we was calling on Kenny Baker to fiddle one for you here today. And he does a wonderful job with this number that he's going to play for you. It's entitled The Gray Eagle. All right, Kenny's going to play another one for you, and this is really a pretty waltz. It's entitled The Festival Waltz. Now we wanted to sing a number for you here, and it's got a lot of fiddle music in it too. This was wrote about my Uncle Pen Vanover that I learned to play from when I was a small boy in the state of Kentucky. This is a true song, and I hope that you will listen close to the words and enjoy the words along with a good melody. It's called Uncle Pen. Oh, the people would come from far away. They danced all night till the break of day. When they called her, I hollered, "Yo-see-do, you knew Uncle Pen was ready to go." Hey, and about sundown, hard to do in the boogie. Uncle Pen played the fiddle, Lordy, how but rang. You'd hear it talk, you'd hear it sing. He played an old piece he called Soldier Joy and one he called Boston Boy. The greatest of all was Jenny Lind. To me, that's where fiddling began. Uncle Ben played the fiddle, Lordy, how but rang. You'd hear it talk, you'd hear it sing. Oh, never forget that mournful day when Uncle Pen was called away. They hung up his fiddle, they hung up his bow. They knew it was time for him to go. Hey, and about sundown, hard to do in the boogie. Uncle Pen played the fiddle, Lordy, how but rang. You'd hear it talk, you'd hear it sing. We're going to call on Ralph Lewis again, and he's just singing a number that back in our country they like it pretty good. We hope you'll enjoy it over here. It's entitled The Truck Drivin Man.
I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas, a little place called Hamburger Dan. I heard that old jukebox playing a song about a truck driving man. Now pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. The waitress brought me some coffee. I thanked her and called her back again. I said that old song sure does fit me, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. Now pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I put a quarter in the jukebox and play that truck driving man. I stepped back aboard my old semi, and just like a flash I was gone. I got them old truck wheels to rolling. Now I'm on my way to San Antonio.
pour me another cup of coffee, for it is best in the land. I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and play the truck driving man, and play the truck driving man.
How about us doing a duet song, the old time entitled In the Pines? Could we do that?
In the pine, where the sun never shines, and we shiver when the cold wind blows. Little girl, what have I done that makes you treat me so? You caused me to weep, you caused me to moan, you caused me to leave my home. In the pine, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind Little girl, what have I done that makes you treat me so? You caused me to weep, you caused me to moan, you caused me to leave my home. In the pine, where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That is really an old timer, the song In the Pines. We're going to call on Bob, and he's picking a number entitled Shuckin the Corn. Thank you very much. We're ready to move along now for another show for you folks tonight. And we're going to call on Ralph Lewis here for the first solo out. And he's going to sing a number entitled Doin My Time.
Call me by a number, not a name, Lord. Gotta do my time. Gotta do my time. With aching heart and a worried mind. Hear my hammer, now you can hear my song. I'm gonna sing like John Henry all day long, long. Gotta do my time. Gotta do my time. With aching heart and a wearied mind. Well, it won't be long, just a few more days till settle down and quit my rowdy ways, Lord, with that gal of mine, with that gal of mine. She be waiting for me when I've done my time.
All right, thank you very much for the nice hand for Ralph Lewis. We're going to call on Bob now, and he's doing Flint Hill Special. going to try to sing a couple solos for you now. And the first one is an old timer entitled Little Joe. Mother, what will Thomas, the old gardener, say when you ask him for flowers for me? Will he give you a rose? Yes, tended with care, the first fairest bloom on the tree. What will the birds do, Mother, in the spring? Will they gather the crumbs around the door? Will they fly from the trees and tap at my window? I ask you why Joe wanders out no more. What will the kittens do, Mother, in the spring? Will they stop their frolic for today? Will they lie on the rug by the side of my bed as it did before I went away? I've seen tears coming in his honest eye, but he said it was the wind brought them there. As he gazed over my cheeks, growing paler each day, his hand trembled over my hair. Tag, Mother, my poor little dog. I know he will mourn for me too. Keep him when old and unless he grows, sleeping all the long summer through. Show him my coat, Mother, so he'll not forget. His master then will be dead. Speak to him kindly and often of Joe. Pat him on his brown shaggy head. And you, Mother dear, may miss me for a while, but in heaven no larger I'll grow. And any kind danger will know at the gate when you ask for your darling little Joe. And any kind danger will know at the gate when you ask for your darling little Joe. The next number that we want to do for you is entitled You Won't Be Satisfied That Way. I'll leave you now if you don't want me. I'll leave you anytime you say. But when I'm gone, I'm more to see you. You won't be satisfied that way. I've tried to tell you how I love you. I've tried to prove it night and day. But when I'm gone, I'm more to see you. You won't be satisfied that way. I'll leave you now if you don't want me. I'll leave you anytime you say. But when I'm gone, I'm more to see you. You won't be satisfied that way. I've tried to tell you how I loved you. I've tried to prove it night and day. But when I'm gone, I'm more to see you. You won't be satisfied that way. You won't be satisfied that way. Thank you. Thank you very much.